Good morning, my dear students. Today we will read the last poem of Flamingo, and the title of the poem is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers. It has been written by Adrienne Cicely Rich. So, before we start this poem, I would like to tell you something about this poem. What is the poem about? This poem is about the exploitation of women all over the world. How women is treated as weaker men, means the society is male dominant, males are given priority, males think themselves as the supremacy, and they treat their counterparts inferiorly, means they don't give them rights, they treat them like their property. It is the attitude of the poet, and having the same attitude she has written this poem. That's why Adrienne Rich was labeled as a feminist poet, and she was awarded by many organizations and many universities also gave her honors for her poetry. She was awarded many awards for the memorable poetry she has written. So let us read something about the poet first. The full name of the poet is Adrienne Cicely Rich, who was born is who was born in 1929, and she died in 2012, means 2012 में Adrienne Rich की death हो गई. So in this book it has not been mentioned because it was published before that. She was born in Baltimore, Maryland, that is in USA. She is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and theorist. So she took part in the movement for the empowerment of women, but she took part by writing poetry and theories. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essays, and other writings. A strong resistance to racism. Racism means Jativad. And you know what kind of racism she expressed in her poetry, against which kind of racism she wrote. It was racism against women, it was against male dominated society, and militarism echoes through her work, means मिलिट्री को बढ़ावा देना, आर्मी को बढ़ावा देना. Every country had this attitude that they wanted to empower all over the world, and for that they needed army. So but she was against that. She wrote mainly against racism and militarism. The poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints, the difficulties of a married life a woman experiences. So we know it very well that not all the women have a pleasurable life after marriage. So the women who experience hard life after the marriage, post marriage, are being addressed here in this poem. What kind of problems they face? Although it has not been mentioned in the poem, but I would like to give you an example which will clarify how the males are full of prejudice, how they treat women as their property. For example, if there is a couple and both of them are working, we know what would be the scene at the home. The woman has to do all the household work. She has to take care of the children. She has to prepare the breakfast. She has to clean the house. Even on Sunday, she has to wash clothes. But males are not helping in this work. They think that it is below their level. It is not respectable for them to do this kind of activity, such kind of work at home. When both are working, when both are earning money, why only women is expected to do the whole work of home? When both are doing work, when both are doing jobs, it is the duty of the males to help their partners in household work. So don't you think it is a double standard? There are so many examples, but I wanted to give you only this. It would clarify how women are treated in the society. So we would not read the poem today. I would like to give you the summary only. In this poem, the poet has taken an old woman as the representative of all the women in this world. All those women of the world who are oppressed by the males. Aunt Jennifer is an old lady and she is victimized. She is terrified. She is completely dominated by her husband. She is so terrified that even her husband's absence, she is quivering. हर हैंड्स आर क्वेवरिंग, हाथ काँप रहे हैं. वो इतनी डरी हुई है दैट शी कांट डू एनीथिंग विदाउट हिज परमिशन. शी हैज़ बीन गिवन सो मैनी ड्यूटीज दैट शी हैज़ टू स्पेंड द होल डे टू फुलफिल हिज एक्सपेक्टेशंस. एंड you know that no one wants to live this kind of life. Everyone has desire. Everyone has desire for freedom. Everyone has desire for freedom of expressing oneself. She also wanted such kind of life, but she didn't dare. She couldn't dare against her husband because he was completely full of prejudice. He was completely emotionless. So, how Aunt Jennifer fulfilled her desire to be free? She used to embroider. वो कढ़ाई का काम किया करती थी. She made some tigers on the panel. Like this, we can see. She made some tigers on the panel and they were bright. They were yellow, bright yellow. She created them because she wanted to get the same freedom as these tigers have. You know that tigers are afraid of nothing. Tigers walk with confidence. When you know that you are the most powerful, there is no one who can scare you, then your way of walking would be changed. जब आपको पता है ना कि आप सुप्रीमेसी हो, आप सबसे ज़्यादा पावरफुल हो, आपके सामने किसी के खड़े होने की भी हिम्मत नहीं है, तो आपके बात करने का तरीका, आपके चलने का तरीका, आपके खड़े होने का तरीका, एवरीथिंग वुड बी चेंज्ड. But when you know that there are so many people powerful than you, more powerful than you, then your attitude would be changed. और जब आपको पता लगेगा that you are the weakest, बाकी सभी आपसे पावरफुल हैं, फिर तो आपका बिल्कुल ही एटीट्यूड चेंज हो जाएगा. आपके खड़े होने का तरीका, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्कुल ही लो हो जाएगा. सो इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर कॉन्फिडेंस, हाउ यू बिहेव विद अदर पीपल. एंड कॉन्फिडेंस comes when you have something in your heart. मीन्स आपके अंदर कोई स्ट्रेंथ है, किसी भी टाइप की स्ट्रेंथ हो सकती है. वो आपकी मेंटल स्ट्रेंथ हो सकती है, आपकी फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ हो सकती है, वो इमोशनल स्ट्रेंथ हो सकती है, वो मैन पावर की स्ट्रेंथ हो सकती है. आपके पास कोई स्ट्रेंथ ही नहीं है, देन हाउ वुड यू बी कॉन्फिडेंट. आपके पास नॉलेज की स्ट्रेंथ भी हो सकती है, बट आंट जेनिफर के पास तो किसी टाइप की कोई स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है. जो उसकी स्ट्रेंथ है, जो उसकी स्ट्रेंथ होना चाहिए, उसका खुद का हस्बैंड, वही उसको एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहा है, वही उसको पीटता है, वही उसको टेरराइज करता है. सो हाउ कैन शी बी कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट हर सेल्फ. शी इज़ फुली टेरिफाइड. बट जो लाइफ फ्रीडम की वो जीना चाहती है, उसको उसने अपनी इमेजिनेशन में पाने की कोशिश की. बाय मेकिंग दीज टाइगर्स ऑन द पैनल विद हर वूल, कढ़ाई करके. इट इज़ हर विश टू लीड अ लाइफ लाइक टाइगर्स. इट इज़ हर विश टू वॉक लाइक टाइगर्स. इट इज़ हर विश टू behave like tigers. And as she has made these tigers, she has created the whole world. जैसे इन टाइगर्स को क्रिएट किया है, वैसे ही वो जो मेल्स हैं ना, जो टाइगर्स की तरह बिहेव करते हैं, जो टेरराइज करते हैं, जैसे टाइगर के सामने आते ही टेरराइज हो जाते हैं ना सभी, वैसे ही मेल्स भी टेरराइज करने की कोशिश करते हैं. डोंट यू थिंक मेल्स आर ऑल्सो द क्रिएशन ऑफ विमेन. उन्होंने ही तो जन्म दिया है उनको भी. इट इज़ द सिंबल. जो ये टाइगर की तरह बिहेव करते हैं ना ये मेल्स, दे आर ऑल्सो द क्रिएशन ऑफ विमेन, बट नाउ दे बिहेव लाइक द सुप्रीमेसी. सो दीज टाइगर्स सिंबलाइज द टेरर ऑफ मैन, and they symbolize the wish of Aunt Jennifer for freedom, and that is the freedom from fear also. She also wants to be free from fear. She also wants to be confident like tigers. She also wants to live in the natural colors. She also wants to lead a life full of bright colors. Bright colors are symbol of happiness. Like tigers are having bright yellow colors, bright green forest. These are the symbol of happiness which she could not have in her life. She has become old now and she is now going to die soon. Her fingers are fluttering. वो कढ़ाई कर रही है, अपने ऊन से कुछ बना रही है, और अभी उसका हस्बैंड नहीं है, फिर भी उसकी उंगलियां कांप रही हैं. इट मीन्स शी इज फुल ऑफ फियर. वी हैव सीन समटाइम्स कुछ लोग कुछ कभी किसी इंसान को ज़्यादा टॉर्चर किया जाता है, उसको ज़्यादा रुलाया जाता है, तो काफ़ी देर तक उस इंसान की सुबकियाँ बंद नहीं होती हैं. तो वो सेम ऐसे ही वो फियर जो है ना, वो बिल्कुल दिल में घर कर चुका है आंट जेनिफर के. वो उसके सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में जा चुका है. एब्सेंस में भी वो ऐसे ही रहती है, डरी हुई. सो एट द एंड वी फाइंड दैट आंट जेनिफर जो है पोइट अपनी तरफ से बोल रही है. आंट जेनिफर थिंक्स दैट वो मर जाएगी, बट शी वुड नॉट बी एबल टू अचीव द फ्रीडम. शी वुड नॉट बी फ्री फ्रॉम फियर. शी वुड नॉट बी अचीव द she would not be able to achieve the respect. जब से उसकी शादी हुई है तब से she is leading a life of burden. What kind of burden? The burden of the expectations of her husband from her. She has to perform so many duties given to her by her husband, and if she does any mistake, you know what is the result. Although at present there have been many changes in the society which empower women, but this poem was written at a time when women were not given so much rights. But today the scene has changed. Still we can find such kind of women who are terrorized like Aunt Jennifer, who are treated like Aunt Jennifer. सो आंट जेनिफर के बारे में बोला गया है कि वो मर जाएगी, बट शी वुड स्टिल बी रिंग्ड बाय द ऑर्डियल्स, द डिफ़िकल्टीज इन हर लाइफ. जो डिफ़िकल्टीज वो अभी फेस कर रही है ना, वो मर जाएगी तब तक कितनी ही बूढ़ी क्यों ना हो जाए, उसकी लाइफ से ये डिफ़िकल्टीज, ये ऑर्डियल्स, ये बाधाएं, ये परेशानियां ख़त्म नहीं होंगी. उनसे ही घिरी घिरी उनको ही पूरा करते करते, उन एक्सपेक्टेशंस को पूरा करते करते वो चली जाएगी. एंड शी वुड बी टेरराइज्ड आफ्टर डेथ ऑल्सो. बट जो टाइगर्स उसने बनाए हैं ना, वो ऐसे ही उछल कूद करते रहेंगे. उनको कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. आंट जेनिफर भले ही मर जाए, दे आर इमोशनलेस, दे आर फुल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस, दे आर फ्री फ्रॉम फियर. कौन से टाइगर्स बनाए हैं आंट जेनिफर ने? पैनल में भी. और आंट जेनिफर मीन्स एक औरत ने उन टाइगर्स को भी तो जन्म दिया है, मेल्स को. उनको कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ने वाला है. वो ऐसे ही एक्सप्लोटेशन करते रहेंगे, वो ऐसे ही इमोशनलेस रहेंगे. दे थिंक देमसेल्व्स सुपर पावर and they treat women as inferior. So it is the perspective of the poet. That's why she is said to be feminist. We are going to read the poem in detail, word by word, line by line, tomorrow. And I think that you have understood the summary. What is the theme? Theme of the poem is clear. The society is male dominated. Woman is treated woman is treated as weaker sex. She is treated as inferior man. There is racism in the society. Women are not given equal rights, although it is boasted, डिंगी हाँकी जाती हैं that many things have been done, many things are being done to empower women, but the reality is completely different. You know that women are subjected to eve teasing, they are subjected to harassment, they are not given equal pay rights at job place. If we have two candidates for a job and both are equal, knowledge wise, experience wise, for everything, the society thinks that male would be given more salary than female candidate. Why? What is the reason? This is a very difficult question to answer, but it is prevailing in the society. It shows that women are not given equal rights. So we are going to read the poem tomorrow, and if you have any doubt regarding the poem, regarding the summary, You can comment. Let us meet tomorrow.